If you're looking for the best gaming mouse, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers, and customer feedback. Also, we have included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the 10th position of our list, we have ROCCAT Burst Core. The ROCCAT Burst Core proves that you don't need to pay more than $50 or £50 to get a premium mouse. This affordable wired option wins as much in performance and build as it does in price. Though minimal on frills, it's an absolute standout in everything else, including ergonomics and lightweight design. RGB fans might want to go for the pricier ROCCAT Burst Pro, but if you don't mind something more minimalist and classy, this one is the one to go for no matter your budget. Moving on to the next at number 9 with Logitech G Pro Wireless. The G Pro Wireless is peerless when it comes to cord-free pointers, packing Logitech's excellent 16,000 dpi hero sensor and the kind of latency-free experience you'd expect from a wired mouse. Sitting just over 80 grams weight mark, it's incredibly light, but unlike some lighter mice, doesn't feel cheap or disposable. Instead, it's crafted of high-quality materials and exhibits performance to match. Logitech designed every component in the G Pro Wireless to be as light and durable as possible, including shaving down the thickness of the chassis sidewalls without sacrificing composition or density. Judging from the multiple hard tumbles the G Pro has survived from my desk, it's a very sturdy piece of kit. It also boasts a healthy 40 hours of battery life and is customizable with buttons on the side panels that can be removed and traded out for smooth inserts. If that's your preference, you could also pair the G Pro with Logitech's PowerPlay charging mat and never worry about running out of juice again. The only real downside is the price tag. At around $120, the G Pro isn't cheap, but it's able to fully justify the cost with quality. The number 8 position is held by Logitech G502 Lightspeed Wireless. The original G502 has long been a classic, a favorite in circles that prize durability, accuracy, and high performance from their pointers. This refresh not only honors that legacy, but actually improves upon it, with iterative but substantive changes that elevate a beloved classic to dizzying new heights. Now packing Logitech's reliable 16K hero sensor and with a 7-gram reduction in weight over its predecessor, the G502 Lightspeed is also forward-thinking by way of its compatibility with the PowerPlay charging mat. The mat not only charges the mouse on the fly, but will actually recognize it and pair it with your PC without requiring the use of a USB dongle. The G502 is also host to a number of other small quality of life features like modular weights that can be added or removed to find the perfect hand feel and a scroll wheel that can be locked to toggle through steps or unlocked to spin freely. It's one of the best wireless mice on the market and priced accordingly, but if you have the cash to spare, the G502 is worth every penny. Next at number 7 we have Logitech MX Vertical. Comfort is one of the most important factors in choosing any mouse, gaming or otherwise, and the Logitech MX Vertical is best in class. Its ergonomic design allows you to comfortably rest your hand in a neutral position, meaning you'll experience virtually no strain even across marathon sessions. Its top DPI setting doesn't compare with some of the other gaming mice on this list, but it's still extremely precise with a quality laser sensor that provides all the precision you're ever likely to need. You can also unplug it from your machine and run it wirelessly with virtually no input lag, and it's got a killer battery life. Just 3 minutes of charging time will net around an entire day of use. If you're not hung up on high DPI setting, the MX Vertical is an awesome mouse that feels like a luxury. Its unique form factor is eye-catching and pleasantly curved without relying on RGB gimmick lighting for its aesthetic appeal. The number 6 position is held by Razer Viper Ultimate Wireless. The Razer Viper Ultimate Wireless uses Razer's new Focus Plus optical sensor that jacks the DPI all the way up to 20,000. That's the same as the Deathadder V2, but much higher than every other mouse here. The Viper is an incredibly accurate mouse with a 650 IPS rating, which is a very high bar for tracking fast movements and again higher than anything else on this list other than the Deathadder V2. The battery runs for about 70 hours before needing to recharge on its cute little charging dock, making it perfect for long gaming sessions. Despite having a good weight and feel overall, the buttons themselves feel a bit flimsy when clicked, which keeps it from being higher on the list. It's unfortunate considering the high price and all the other great tech built into the thing, that rival some of our top picks. That being said, the Viper Ultimate Wireless is a great feeling ambidextrous gaming mouse that's insanely accurate with a good battery life. The number 5 position is dominated by SteelSeries Sensei 310. The updated version of this SteelSeries mainstay, the Sensei 310, subtly reinvented a classic mouse. It needed it. Almost everything is new except the Sensei's ambidextrous shape, and that's exactly how it should be. Thanks to a new plastic shell, the Sensei is grippier and can shrug off a sweaty palm. SteelSeries is also using its own custom version of one of the best gaming sensors around, ensuring the Sensei 310 won't suffer from any tracking issues. The Sensei 310 fits in your hand just like the old Sensei and is a great shape for either left or right-handed gamers looking for a mid-sized ambidextrous mouse. That means it has a pair of identical thumb buttons on the left and the right, a common issue for ambidextrous mice. It can be far too easy to accidentally click the wrong side's button as you grip with your pinky. In my hours of testing the Sensei 310, that hasn't happened once. The size and shape of the thumb buttons have been tweaked, making it easy to rock your thumb upwards to press them by keeping them out of the way of accidental pinky clicks. Anyone looking for a small, light, or ambidextrous mouse, this should be your first stop. Moving on to the next at number 4 with Corsair Ironclaw RGB. The Ironclaw is the best mouse we have tested for gamers with larger hands. While its design encompasses a strange blend of materials, from smooth matte plastic on the buttons to the diamond print, grippy rubber sides, to the unique wavy rubber on the scroll wheel, each performs its function brilliantly. Instead of a single cohesive material, Corsair has designed one to suit each panel individually, which adds to the excellent overall fit of the mouse to make it feel really cozy gliding over your mousepad. It's domed and curved to fit perfectly in the palm of right-handed gamers and is one of the best feeling mice to grip I've ever tested. It does feel a bit weighty, particularly for a wireless mouse, and unfortunately doesn't offer customizable weights. While that means the Ironclaw feels just a hair more cumbersome than other, lighter wired mice, it also makes the mouse feel more significant and substantial. The number 3 position is held by Razer Naga Pro. The form and function of Razer's Naga mouse have both come a long way over the years, but it has long been the best MMO mouse for our money. And this revision of the Razer Naga Pro is the best yet. A small, comfortable mouse with a high-quality sensor and 3 interchangeable thumb grips with button arrays ideal for MOBAs, MMOs, or general use. The MOBA array is the best. It has 6 buttons laid out in 2 rows so that there are enough buttons to map multiple abilities, but not so many that they become an overwhelming samey blob. This year's Naga offers an improved battery life and works with the Razer mouse dock. The Razer Naga Pro is a bit on the small side for larger hands with more of a squat shape than some gaming mice. It's comfortable in the relaxed grip suited to MMOs, but will still do the job if you play MOBAs, shooters, or any other active games. Next at number 2 we have Logitech G203 Lightsync. There are plenty of affordable gaming mice worth your money today, but few you can have complete confidence in quite like the Logitech G203 Lightsync. It's an all-around performer, delivering stable and consistent performance in a sleek package, and is absolutely the best cheap gaming mouse around today. The Logitech sensor within is rated up to 8000 dpi. If you're interested, and it's got responsive switches throughout to ensure smooth operation. You might notice it's similar to the G203 Prodigy that occupied this same space before it. It's almost identical in every way. The only significant difference between the two is the inclusion of 3-zone RGB lighting on the Lightsync, as opposed to the single-zone lighting on the Prodigy. It's not a huge change, but one that looks a treat and doesn't cost extra in theory. If you can snag a bargain deal with the G203 Prodigy, we highly recommend that you move on it while stocks last. Finally, the The number 1 position is dominated by Razer Deathadder V2. The Razer Deathadder has an all-around fantastic shape for all sorts of grips and hand sizes, and I've spent hundreds of hours playing games using Photoshop and browsing the internet with it. Despite years of iterations, Razer never messes with the Deathadder's shape. There's no reason to. The Deathadder V2 uses a 20,000 dpi Razer Focus Plus optical sensor, and while big numbers don't necessarily equate to quality, here they do. Razer's newest tech delivers flawless tracking even if you move the mouse as fast as humanly possible. For the majority of games and gamers, the Deathadder V2 is a fantastic mouse. Its design is simple, with 2 perfectly placed, generously sized thumb buttons. It also has an excellent optical mouse sensor that will work on both hard and cloth pads. And it has the ultimate body shape for a claw or hybrid claw palm grip. That's all for today. We upload product review videos every single day. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for the upcoming video notification.